it out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
No. Check. Patriot.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Comes to Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A give to Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play fake. Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Easy, easy, easy. Ready. Black 25.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the play fake, Winston. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play action now. Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Easy. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. 55, Mike, 55. 5-0. Hey, sub. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
My 50. Ready? Blue lady.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That's it, baby. That's it. Ready? Blue lady. Wait up.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue ready.
Check. 4 down. 4 down. Slam.
Easy. Sonic.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Again, this is Cook, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Jones. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's convert. Ready. Blue waiting. Sonic.
This is Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there. Sonny!
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Ready!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready! Blue ready! Let's go!
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Howard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Follow!
Check, watch.
Sonic!
Let's get this.
Hey, sub! Let's go!
First down, Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick it. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A big run there by Jones. 58 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
4 down.
Ready.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's forced out left. Powers through, trying to improvise. He finds an opening past the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a run with Cook. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw.
Let's talk a little.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Noah Spence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Sonic! Ready! Black 22!
And they'll run it here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready! Black! Let me go!
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
550, 550! Ready! Blue whitey!
On 3rd down, that's Jones. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Check safety, check safety.
Blue guy! Hey! Ready! Blue whitey!
A first down throw for Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Ready. Blue ready.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that pushes the lead up to 23. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Noah Spence in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, go down, go down. Ready, blue ready.
Jameis to throw it. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. Back now in Tampa. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And here comes Diggs. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Black 22.
They go play action. Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Check three, check three.
Detroit! Detroit!
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
All right, now, look at 56.
He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We got 4. We got 4. Some more.
Back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Following the interception, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ready. Blue 80. White.
2nd down, Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And here comes Diggs. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
I got it.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out, and the pressure gets to him again.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason looked out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my hairstyle. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my hairstyle. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my hairstyle. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hairstyle. Too late, he already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, Ripper taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, Ripper taking that. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my hairstyle. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my hairstyle. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my hairstyle. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hairstyle. Too late, he already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm. T-O-N-Y. Top of New York with a pitchfork.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? I'm watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, musty yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, say the man got me on. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One might extensions that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on